Hey YouTube, what's up? I know I made a, I know I took my 44 Magnum video off of my YouTube yesterday. That's because where it was sitting, it looked like shit. But right here, it seems to be better. As you can see, my two Doberman pinchers, Thunder and Cersei. There they are. This review today is going to be about a couple of knives that I have. As you know, I did a review maybe about a year ago about the Benchmade Infidel out the front. I was weary about carrying this in Oregon because you can't unless you have the um, strap. I don't know why I call it a strap. The belt buckle thing. If you have it in your pocket, you needed this to be showing on the outside. So doing it on my sweatshirt. If this was my pocket, I would have to have this part showing. But even then, I hear that some police officers in Oregon would still take your weapon away and not give it back because they're really not. I'm sorry to say this, but some police officers either don't know the law or don't give a shit. And that is a big technicality. Um, I've heard that some police officers will, doesn't matter if that's showing or not in Oregon, you couldn't carry it. So I didn't really carry it around in Oregon. It's sharp as heck. It's a good knife. This retailed about $450 months and months ago. I still hear that these are really expensive and going like hotcakes. And this is a real one. I bought it from a dealer that has a contract with Benchmade. According to this, not this, well, the dealer that I went to for this, but we'll get into that in a minute. That's what the review's on. With Benchmade, you have to buy like 10 grand worth of stuff at a time in order to be considered a Benchmade official dealer, licensed dealer, and he does. But he had no Benchmade available. He went to a gun show recently. He had no Benchmade in this store, in this shop, and I'm going to give a shout out to him in a little bit when I review this. And he had no Microtech except one that was $1,000, which was some weird, like, squared off knife, which looked like crap. But and then he had these. You guys know that I'm a knife guy too, as well as guns, and I really wanted this when I found out, when I saw it. But then when I saw the Microtechs, when I actually did more research on Microtech, they have this cool button on the side that makes it come in up and down, makes it go out. I like those better. I did get a Microtech months back I bought one for my dad for Christmas, and I will do a review on that later. It came in a nice, pretty box. This did not. This came in a box, Benchmade box, little thing you put it in and you put it on your belt. It looks like crap. In Utah, you can carry around any knives. Doesn't matter if it's a stiletto. Doesn't matter if it's an out the front, flip up. You can carry. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have this shown. So I've been carrying this around. As you can see, there's a little bit of wear on the coloration on a little. There's some on the side here too. So yeah, my other issue with this is I can get the same exact blade length and such that looks cooler than this. It has a glass breaker on the back, and it's the same price. They're from Microtech, so I am going to be getting one of those. I'm not sure if I want the green-handled one, but I do want the Hellhound blade. So we'll get into that. But that's my Benchmade. I highly recommend it. It is a good knife. It has never failed. I wanted to show you guys something though. If you're like one of those people, cool people, like want to be cool people who like want to flip it and push up the button at the same time, watch what happens. Well, let me see if I can do it. Oh, I guess it's not going to do it today. What the hell? I was able to. Here we go. So if you do that and flip it out like that, you will make it to where the blade doesn't fully fix, and then you just pull it out. So you can't just flip it out like that and have it come out. Also, if you stick it up to a piece of paper and you do that, it will bump on the paper, and it will make it to where it does that, where it can't lock in place. And that's a safety mechanism on this. I know there's a guy who was making fun of these about a year ago who put it up to the paper and tried that. Thunder. And he was like making fun of it because the blade didn't fully lock. For those of you who may think that that's a bad mistake by Benchmade. It's not. It's to where it's not in your pocket and then something hits it and manages to push the button all the way up, which is kind of hard to do. Um, and it stabs you in the gut or something. You don't want that happening, and these are really sharp. You can't just... I know in the movie It, he didn't have a Benchmade, but he had something like this, and he put it up to his dad's throat, and he pushed the button, and it went into his dad's throat. You can't do that with these. There's a safety mechanism to stop it from doing that. So it's not a defect. It's not a manufacturer problem. Benchmade made these that way to where you weren't able to do that to somebody. So it's cool. All right, getting on to this. This is I never really wanted one of these. And you guys may, oh, it's just a little. No, this is an actual Italian-made stiletto. This is dark horn, the handle there. And it is a gold-plated, by the way. It's not like fully gold. It's a gold-plated 9-inch Italian stiletto. Some people like the longer blades, like it was in The Godfather. This is the same type of weapon used in those movies back in the time. This is the blade that the mafia people would carry around. It has a button here, this big button. And then this is a locking button right here. You can push it up. I have to use my fingernail, just kind of like that. Now that it's up here, and then you can make it go down. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong way. Make it go down. Now it's back here. And that allows it to open. And then if you have it up here, it makes it to where it doesn't open in your pocket. These do not have the safety mechanism that Benchmade does. So if it's in your pocket without that locking mechanism on and something managed to push the button, it'll come out. Again, this is made by Frank B. in Italy. I wonder if you could see that. Probably not. Yeah, I'm not going to show it. It's going to be stupid. This is a real Italian-made stiletto. Frank B. has a couple of family members who also make these blades. It's very shiny. I did want the gold one because I thought it looked interesting. My mom and my father have the same type, but they have a longer blade. So the other blade is like this long. It's not super longer. My only problem is with the tip, it's not as, it's not as pointy as I'd like. So I'm probably going to take it. I got this from Mr. Knife Guy here in St. George. I highly recommend it. If you need a knife, you go in there. We did manage to get some Japanese cutlery for my mother for her birthday, and I will be doing a review on those. Again, I mean, I'm just trying to do reviews for people who like seeing things, and I'm not trying to just stick with one niche where I do just guns or just knives or just video game peripherals or computer parts. I want to be a person who just, this is my life. That's why I changed my channel to The Life of James, because this is my life. It's what, when I get things, I'm just going to review them. I'm also going to review, like, I have the Lego Millennium Falcon set, the $160 one. I have an X-Wing fighter set. And so, yeah, I'm just going to review all the stuff I get. I do have a couple of Funko Pops that I'm going to review that I got during Christmas time for everybody. But anyway, so you can carry this or this in Utah here. You don't have to have a permit or anything. There's no difference between carrying one of these or a fold-up knife or a fixed blade knife with like a little holster thing. I don't see the point in these stupid archaic laws of knives. And then they also say, like, you can't have a blade this longer or whatever. I don't see the point in all that. I can carry a gun around with a permit. I should be able to carry a knife around in case I need it. A Bowie knife is a huge knife, as you all know. It's carried by a guy in I forgot the movie now, but anyway. So this is the knife type of blade used by mafia people and such in the 30s and 40s. It was concealable. It was able to be used. You cannot. There's also something that if you press the button and you aren't holding it firmly, the blade may not lock all the way, and that is with a lot of these knives like this that come out the side. Again, you do not want to have your hand like this and then push the button because it will open and slice into your fingers. So you have to be careful with these. In that aspect, this is a lot more dangerous when trying to utilize and open the knife than this. With this, you just have to make sure you're not covering the hole. And you can have a full firm grip and have it come out and have it go back in. So again, this is a Frank B. Stiletto knife, 9-inch blade, copper, 9-inch blade, gold plated, and it's dark horn. I don't know what type of horn it uses, but it's really, really pretty. I got it because it was pretty. I will not carry this around. This is my like showpiece where, you know, if I'm wearing the right attire, I may, just as a thing. I do love the way the 1930s attire was, the apparel back in the day. Slacks, nice dress shirt, the vest thing, the keychain with the pocket watch on it that goes like that, the fedora hat, you know, the big jacket that goes over all that, and you carry a Tommy gun around or something, shotgun. That's always, I love that era, and I think that we've lost a sense of fashion and style when it comes to what we wear today. Today we wear hooded sweaters, blue jeans, or cargo pants, which I can see cargo a little bit, or we wear pajama pants. These are my Yeti pants. So I just think we've lost that. So anyway, I'm not going to do much review on it. So that's how you open it. You press the button, and then I will show you how you get it back in place, because you can't just push it down. It's fully locked. So there's these two. Oh my God, what the hell am I doing? There's these two things on here. One of these doesn't do anything. The other one is the way you get it down. So you put your finger on it like that, and you press down like that, and you slowly put and you can hear it lock in. And then when you want it out, you just push the button. Make sure you open it like that and have a good grip on it. Okay, I highly recommend these. When I bought it, he had 3 of these left of the Italian ones. There is some cheap Chinese ones that are like 30 bucks. He has never had any issues with them opening or closing, just like hasn't had issues with these. But he said these are the real deal. And so we're gonna show you again. Get a firm grip. Make sure your fingers are not in the way, and you press the button, and it comes out. And then there was another movie in the 80s, I guess, with Harrison Ford and a couple of others. I forgot the name of it now. Oh, American Graffiti. They had these. Yeah, and so the locking mechanism, which is right here, you just push it up with your fingernail. Now it's up here now. Not down here, it's up here. And you cannot press the button. So if you're going to carry around one of these and you get one with a lock, I highly recommend you use the lock. But sometimes they didn't have a locking mechanism on these anyway in the 1930s. So it just depends on what you like. Even if I get a Microtech, I probably won't carry it around. I will carry this around exclusively. And it's a good knife. I do trust it, you know, when opening things or having to stab somebody. I do recommend this. Yeah. But anyway, questions, comments, concerns on any of these, let me know. This retailed for $170, and the longer blade ones were, you know, $150, $160. There was a Teflon full black one that is the only one that this guy's ever had trouble with, is the Teflon blades and such. When they open, they don't fully open, and sometimes. A lot of times they do, sometimes they won't. So, yeah. Isn't that cool, though? I totally I remember something like this being used in The Godfather and such. I just I highly think that they are just a classic weapon. I know some people who do carry around these, and that's fine. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Again, questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comments below. Put a like in there, subscribe or whatever. I will be doing more reviews. I do have my Alden 405 boots to do a review on. Lego sets. I do need to figure out, by the way, to get this going better, I do want to figure out how to, what to use in order to utilize my space. This C922 Logitech, while it's been a good webcam for doing videos and such, the whole webcam and the headset thing, I think that I would be better served by having an actual, maybe like a little tripod deal, maybe sit to the side here. I can show my desk fully, and maybe a Blue Yeti mic to put on my desk here because I heard those are amazing. So, let me know what you guys use on your videos, and I will be doing more. All right, thanks.